Welcome back, my darlings. My beautiful collective, you caught me just in the nick of time. So, this is going to be our daily oracle read. For today's oracle, I have a new deck. This is the, excuse me, Witches Spells Oracle. Now, I'm not a practitioner of the magical arts, merely someone who learns for the sake of learning and curiosity, right? So let's take a peek though and see what messages Spirit has for us. This pretty much reads the energy, like what energy is Spirit directing us to, right? A luck spell. Okay, who wants to get lucky? All right, Fortune's Grace. Hold a horseshoe and chant, luck of the earth, come to me, fortune and favor, set me free. So for those who care to dabble, care to try your hand at that, let me know how it goes. So Spirit saying, we want to get lucky. What else? Ooh, how did I know this was gonna pop up? Friendship bond. Okay. Um, circle strength. Hold hands with friends and say, strong our bond, unbreakable force. Together we stand, our souls endorse. So at first it kind of looked like a very lovey vibe. And there could be a deep friendship or something closer, right? Let's see what else pops up. Focus spell. Okay. So this one says, Eagle's eye, hold fluorite and say, sharp and clear, my mind's awake, focus and steady, no mistake. So I feel like some in the collective are looking for luck, some are looking for friendship, and others are looking just to get through the day and to be able to focus and try and do their best to move on, right? What else might the collective need? A vision spell. Okay. So this one says, third eye's gaze, hold labradorite and say, open my sight, guide my dreams, reveal my path with gentle beams. All right. For those who are seeking sight beyond sight, a little bit of a Thundercat synergy there, huh? Oh. All right. My inner child getting a kick out of being able to use that line. All right. It also tells my age. Next, we have a happiness charm, right? Joyful heart, light a yellow candle and say, sunshine and laughter bring me joy, bright and happy, let my soul enjoy. Did I show you? I don't know that I did. There we go. I feel like that's a bit of Leo energy for sure. Sun, yep. Let's grab one more in the bottom of the deck, see what other messages Spirit has for us for today. A cleansing prayer. This one says, pure intent, hold selenite and chant, clear my mind, purify my heart, cleanse my spirit, let me start. So for those of us who need a brand new start, we can go ahead and perhaps do this as a little ritual to wash away any negative energy and put us in the frame of mind to move forward, right? And the last one we have is a protection ward. This one says, shielding circle. Draw a protective circle around you and chant, guardians of light, keep me safe tonight. So for those who need a little extra prayer or ritual spell, honestly, the way that I view all of that, it's kind of the same thing in different religions, believe it or not. The process, I guess, is similar. If you're Christian, you pray. If you practice Wicca, you might recite words, spells, incantations, right? If you are just spiritual, you may manifest and repeat affirmations. I feel like whatever you use to connect to the divine, right? So long as you're not out there harming anyone or doing some seriously gruesome stuff, you know, whatever tools you use to connect to the divine, so long as it allows you to foster growth and you are helping to grow others around you, um, I kind of feel like that's a good thing. My analogy for that is, just because you were raised Christian, right? But then maybe you decide later on in life when you have some kind of an epiphany or you start to have like a spiritual awakening, maybe you start to practice Buddhism or whatever other religion out there. Maybe Christianity never really called to you, but Buddhism does, and vice versa. Maybe you were a Buddhist and, you know, then you cracked open the Bible for the first time and the words of Christ so deeply into your heart. And it's something that you can't erase, nor should you, right? When you're touched by the divine like that, when you're invited and called to deeper meaning, you know, use that. And I feel like it is purpose driven. I feel like many people may have differences of opinions about faith, and you're welcome to your opinion, just as I'm welcome to mine. But in more of a pragmatic sense, I've studied different religions, and I feel like, again, so long as you're using it as a tool to connect to the divine, you know, there's a spark of the divine of the beginnings of creation in each and every one of us. Um, how are you using that? I feel like intention here is more important than the ritual, is more important than, you know, um, than if you've said 50 Hail Marys, or whatever the case may be. Are you truly practicing your faith? Are you truly practicing what you believe? And does it show in your compassion and your works towards others? I think that's the true litmus test for something like this. So, bit of a lecture, but welcome to have you on this journey. And I hope to see you on our next Oracle or Tarot journey. Thank you so much for visiting. Let me know in the comments what you think. I appreciate you stopping by. Peace, love, and light. Until next time.